Hello, everybody. I'm Renee Atkins.
And I'm Mike.
And we're Twin Soul Alchemy. And we are just so excited to be here today. Thank you for joining us. We're grateful to be able to be on this broadcast and introduce ourselves to you tonight. So like I said, my name is Renee Atkins, and I am an intuitive psychic medium. I'm also a healer. I do a lot with Usui Reiki, quantum healing, Akashic readings, and transformations. And together, we both teach a lot of classes together. So if you check out our Facebook page, Twin Soul Alchemy, we have our courses listed underneath there. We teach Reiki, Akashic, and a whole bunch of other things. So just check us out. We're free content. Mm-hmm. And this is Mike.
Hey, I'm Mike. And, we do a lot of this stuff together. We had our spiritual kind of awakening at different times. And, but it came in alignment with everything that we were doing. And now we're really focusing on just, expanding. And we're just grateful to be here live to really offer our services to people and take callers after this first initial show and just really get our feet wet into new things that we're doing for Twin Soul Alchemy and bringing to people, because I feel like it's very important that we let people know that they there is that start, even if they're not really into it now or they're going through difficult times, they can still transition and get that start that they're looking for.
Absolutely. One of the things that we're most excited about in doing what we do is being way showers. And what we mean by way showers is we help people on their journey, no matter where they are. If they're just starting out, if they're seasoned psychics or intuitives or energy healers, we help them no matter where they are at on their journey. And we're very passionate about that. So we are here to help you along your journey, no matter where you're at. And sometimes people get, not sometimes, a lot of times people get overwhelmed when they start waking up. What do I do? Where do I go? Who do I reach out to? Who's going to help me the best? And there's so much information out there that we can just get lost in a whole bunch of information. And the information is all good because there's no wrong answer to spiritual awakening, no matter who you are, what you do. And I've had a mentor say that to me years and years ago. Mike and I both had very different spiritual awakenings. I have been very in tune since I was little. I was able to see spirit off and on. I'm a very sensitive empath. Always getting messages for people, but not willing to share those, mostly because it wasn't okay where I was from. And so not really having that support. We're here to bring that support to people who resonate and who really want to dive into their spirituality. And so it's been such a great journey for both of us as partners in being able to build our business together through healing, through doing the courses and the coachings that we do. The biggest thing I can say is the spiritual journey is your inner journey to yourself, right? We are here to learn self-love, to love ourselves and self-acceptance, and not look outside ourselves. Because when we feel stuck or frustrated, we always have to look within and see, and we help guide people, not so much to the answer, but to find the answer themselves, because it's important that you find the answer for yourself and help heal that aspect of it. So like I said, we've had very different spiritual awakenings ourselves. Mine's been, progressively throughout my life, whereas Mike, and I'm going to let him share a little bit about, his spiritual journey, and really coming into his own. I really started working on myself full time probably about 5-6 years ago, where my spiritual journey really took hold and I started to really look in, and I had some great mentors. And it's just very, very important to really look within yourself, look for the happiness, look for the joy within yourself, and everything else expands, being grateful. no matter where you're at, and healing old wounds and traumas. And you'll find that the more you expand and grow on the inside, it shows on the outside, and you expand and grow mind, body, and soul. And that is one thing that we both really, truly feel passionate about. So you want to tell them a little bit about your journey?
Yeah, and I kind of add is like, I feel like we're really in tune with this at a young age. Like Renee was saying, you know, like we have these abilities and we have these gifts, and we're, you know, able to see certain things, but we tend to shut that down because it's not part of, you know, the norm, or our family has a certain perception of it. So I think it's important that we let people know, like, it's time to start like really cultivating these things as they're coming up, and as the, you know, the frequency is changing and raising. We're finding out that more people are really stepping into their power and really tuning into their gifts, or to even to that joy that they had as a child. That's really what it's about, getting to that joy where you're able to really enjoy life and enjoy your process and enjoy who you are. And that self-love that Renee was talking about is so crucial. And I feel like that's personally like one of the things that really helped me on my journey when I first started out, because I had a rough childhood, a rough upbringing, and I kind of had a chip on my shoulder because of it, if that makes sense. So I kind of defined my life based on the things that I was subjugated to. And it took looking inside to realize that I had these amazing abilities to change and, you know, bring people love and compassion and understanding, and just also for myself. And that was really, you know, life-changing, and it's an experience, really. Yeah. So it's really about cultivating these experiences and helping people along their journey, because they might just be starting out, or they might be really, you know, really good empaths or really high empaths, where they go into a grocery store and they pick up all these energies, and, you know, they don't know what to do with it. You know, it can bring them anxiety. And, you know, we help people protect their energies and really tune into their chakras and learn how to balance them and ground, because a lot of people have problems grounding in certain avenues, and all these things benefit us and allow us to really just take our steps forward into our power and really finding that joy and that happiness.
Absolutely. And the biggest thing, you know, people say spiritual gifts. I usually say spiritual abilities. Everybody is born with these abilities. It's just being able to tap into them, or learning how to tap into them, and really making yourself a priority, you know, making yourself a priority above and beyond everything else. And that is really, really hard to do in today's society. And that's not what we're overall taught. So it's really rewriting neural pathways, and really rewriting your story to what you want, to find your happiness and your joy, so that you can be passionate about what you want to do and help somebody else pay it forward. I always say it's kind of a pay it forward. You know, you take your lessons and your experience that you came in with in this lifetime, and then you pay it forward and guide other people with your experience and lessons, because people will be drawn to you. So the more you accept and love yourself on your spiritual journey, the more people are going to be attracted to you and how you did it. And that is the most important key in lesson in this lifetime, I would say, for even everybody to a certain extent, no matter how bad your childhood was or how good it was. You know, we always can have self-acceptance and less judgment of ourselves.
And I think we have to be willing to change too, to be able to let go of the old paradigm and really step into ourselves. And I feel like that's part of the, you know, why people shut this down, because it's told that it's not acceptable, or it's not, you know, it's not, it's out of the norm, so it's unconceivable in a sense. Yeah. So people are afraid of it in some aspects, or they don't understand it, so they kind of shut it down. And it's really cultivating people to really step into their truth, whatever that is for them, because everyone has their unique journey and their unique path, and it's theirs to walk alone. And it's a choice ultimately, because these things are coming up. You know, these things are coming up where, you know, memories of the past, or, you know, memories that, you know, that time you got stabbed in the back or someone did you wrong. These things come up, and they come up for a reason, so we're able to work through these and ultimately conquer these fears or these expectations and really step into our power. And that's really tough. It's really tough to take those dives sometimes. So it's also important to know that people are not alone. Because I feel like some people feel like they're alone when this happens. And it's very eye-opening when you realize there's a whole community, like even this, where we're at right now, like there's a whole community that's willing to, embrace you with love and understanding and just, and
acceptance.
And keep that door open for you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you can look for us on Twin Soul Alchemy on Facebook and join us for our lives there. And we do healings on our lives. We do messages. Reach out to us if you're having a hard time. We would love to go through and help you out. And, even here, doing healings, readings for people, we're here for you, to serve humanity, and to serve the universe in the best way possible through our gifts and, our abilities that we have. And we just love to show love and support to everybody who is on their journey, and we honor each and every one of you, and we want to let you guys know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a lot of things are changing too. I want to say this before we jump off. A lot of things are changing. The dynamics of 10 years ago are changing. A lot of things are changing. So we'll talk more about this in our upcoming, our lives as well, and our radio kind of talks. But things are changing and adapting and just helping people and taking those steps, those baby steps into their journey and their path.
And their future and their passion, finding what they're passionate about. So we'd like to thank all of you for tuning in tonight. We are so excited to be here, and we are just so excited to reach out to people and help people. And don't be afraid to reach out to us. And we just want to let you know that we are here for you. And check us out next week, same time. And we love you all. And we hope you have a beautiful, beautiful evening tonight.
We'll be back.
Yes.